Hello, let's do Wordle and Connections for Monday, February 16th. This is going to be the only video today. I just lack the time to do the full set. For those looking forward to the daily games video, I'm just going to do that one tomorrow. All right, so I would like to thank the following members for signing up for a new month. Thank you to Abdullah, Helene Austin. Both of you, thank you for signing up as a new member. And thank you to Carol Preston, Casey Katru, Yale Goldberg, Bradley J, and VCOM Hokie for signing up for a new month. And especially thank you to Carol, who has hit a 1-year anniversary at the T1 level. All right, well, let's play Wordle. And yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with crypt. All right, it ends in T, and we have an R. And R is not second, so it makes me think we should end in RT. E and A are still available. You know, I just said I want to end in RT, but I thought of roast, which I think is pretty good. So I'm just going to try that instead. Oh, it is good. Roost. Oops. Roost. All right. Well, that was quite quick. Very nice. And we're not going to do a whole lot of analysis here. I will spin the wheel to see what tomorrow's starting word will be. If I do connections quickly, this is going to be a very short video, but I guess that's good for me, for today at least. All right, mortar shell suggests steel, one of the best starting words you can start with, or any anagram of those letters. There are many. All right, so if you would like to follow along, then tomorrow we will be starting with steel. All right, and the last thing I will do is people do like to see just the stats. And so, yeah, give me 99 skill. That's quite nice. Roast was a 98. And of course, roost was, I had 2 words to pick from. What was the other word? Oh, I have to go forward one. The other word was roust. Oh, R-O-U-S-T. But it's considered slightly less likely for whatever reason. All right, it goes clasp, roust, roost. Oh, so it does roust before roost. Yeah, because you don't want to repeat the O if you don't have to, usually, on second guess. All right, so we'll just 5.5%, 39.3%, 85.2%, 98.3%. We got a grade at 99% solve rate today. I don't think it's all that interesting to analyze today because roost is not a hard word to get. And it's a relatively common word, although it's not like super common, but I think most people know what a roost is. All right, at least if you're a native speaker. Cool, let's just move on to connections. So we are finding 4 groups of 4. We've got buck, scream, do, laugh, fawn, doe, flight, squawk, hoot, fight, riot, doe, freeze, cackle, dote, and cluck. This can be pronounced do because it's the solfege, like do, re, mi. So I'm wondering if these are just homophones. Let's give it a try. These are just homophones. Oh, it was green. Okay, I'm wearing yellow today, so I've got like, see how bright this yellow is? It's like +4 to yellow. Not that I need it, but for those who don't know, the yellow shirt was a goal for hitting 200 members. I would buy and wear a yellow shirt every once in a while because it was the only one I didn't have that was connection colored. All right. Like squawk and cackle and scream. I don't know. And laugh. I don't know. Are these all just ways of saying to laugh? I don't know if squawk is to laugh. Maybe hoot, like hoot, holler, and scream. I don't know. Is scream laughing? I feel like there's something going on here, like mouth noises. Fawn, like you can fawn over someone. By the way, I'm not trying to lock any of that in because first of all, there's 5 that could go in, or maybe less, because I don't know exactly what the category is going to be. So I'm going to try to find the other categories instead of trying to deal with that. Fawn, you can fawn over someone. It's also just a baby deer. So fawning over someone is like giving them love, like obsessing almost. A fawn and a buck are both. Oh, but you know what? We've got doe as well that ended up in the homophones category. So I'm almost wondering if these get split up, like kind of a. I don't know if it's a full rainbow herring, but like a mini rainbow herring with 3. So what else are we doing with fawn then? Riot? Well, we've got riot and fight, which would be just like a brawl or something, like a large group of people. I don't really know. A flight, like you can have a flight of birds, like a group of birds. Ooh, this is getting hard to pick apart. Maybe I should think about freeze then. What's freeze going with? Do we have a fill in the blank? I don't know. For whatever reason, freeze just feels like it's going to be. It feels fill in the blanky, like brain freeze or something. Freeze frame. Like there's a lot of options for that. It's not brain blank. It's not freeze. Or sorry, it's not blank frame. Freeze dry. I don't know. It's just not working, is it? Live, laugh, love. Um, okay, I still think cackle. Where did it go? Cackle and laugh might go together. But what would be like maybe hoot? You're hooting and hollering. What would be the fourth? I don't know. The fourth word that means to laugh. Is it scream? Is it squawk? We just have so many like bird related words, flight and squawk and cluck. And I mean, I could see squawk and cluck being words like onomatopoeias for what various different birds say, but I'm maybe a scream like an eagle. It's more like a screech, isn't it? Eagle screech, not eagle scream, or maybe more like a hawk. Eagles don't actually sound like that, but hawks could be said to scream. Although I thought it was screech. I don't think cackle is it. Maybe that's not it either. All right, I think I need to try something. So hoot and cackle and laugh, and I just can't decide. I don't know. Like I'm okay with these three. I'm just not okay with scream or squawk. Maybe riot. Maybe if I remove cackle, maybe we're talking about a noun instead of a verb. Like, oh, it was a riot. It was a hoot. Like just a fun party. It was a lot of fun. Would you say it was a laugh? You can say like we had a laugh, but that's still I'm pretty sure that's still a verb. Um, would it be cackle? Would it be? I see. I still don't know, and now I'm like really concerned. I could try this and see if it's one away though. So I think I'm gonna have to do that at this point. That is one away. Okay. The problem is I don't know whether we're supposed to take cackle out or yeah. Okay. So I'm on the right track, but I can't chase this one away. There's way too many options in my head at least for like what that's gonna do. But at least I know that I'm on the right track with one of those two. So I don't know. Fight could go with riot. What's freeze go with? There's freeze tag. I don't really think there's other kinds of tag here. I can't think of which freeze they might go with. Um, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger roles, Mr. Freeze. Um, shoot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one. So fawn. You fawn over someone. I mean, yeah, you fawn and buck. I mean, with doe in the homophones, I just don't think it's a category. What are we doing with buck then? Buck could be dollar. They do like to do what's the word? Why am I blanking on that? Just words for money. Slang for money is what I was trying to think of. It's like a buck, but I don't know any of these others. If they are slang for money, I don't know. I don't recognize it. So it might not be that. You can buck someone off, like you throw them off, like more like a horse would, or a bull, bucking bull. But and then flight. can take a flight somewhere. There's so many bird related things. Squawk is a cluck. No, I was thinking of clutch. I don't think a cluck is a group name for birds. But like I could totally see like some random bird have being like a cluck of pigeons or something, or a squawk of roosters. I don't know. Like, could these be collective nouns? This is like completely random though. Like if someone said that, I'd be like, oh, that's a fun collective noun, but I can't justify that they are collective nouns for different birds. But I almost feel like squawk, scream, and cluck should go together as like bird noises, and then hoot would go in there because that's what an owl says. So let's try that. Oh, that's not even one away. Okay. Well, I am not doing well. I had put hoot in with these, and I was really hoping hoot actually was what the owl said, because then I would be able to remove it. That wasn't even one away. I have one more mistake to use. I don't understand why I'm struggling on this one. Fight. A fight and a riot. Or is it a riot and a hoot and a laugh? I just can't think of another like noun for like a good party, a good time. And hoot could definitely be like what the owl says. Squawk. The thing is, this is not one away. I mean, this wasn't one away, right? So these don't go together. Not all three, at least. So it's not what birds say. It's like almost another built-in red herring, along with fawn, buck, and doe. This is a mess of a puzzle. So I think I have to focus on the words that aren't part of the mess. Fawn and buck are part of the mess. Flight is kind of birdy. So like riot feels like you can say it was a riot, like a good party. So fight and freeze feel like the only two that maybe scream, but I don't know. Scream is still like a noise. So fight and freeze are really the only two that aren't part of some tangle that I can think of. So maybe I should think about those two. They don't have to be in the same category as each other, but what do we do with that? Fight or freeze? I thought about freeze for a while. It felt like a fill in the blank. It doesn't have to be, but what else would it be? It starts with free. Shoot, that's not it. I was looking for other starts withs, but no. Freeze. Fight. I don't know. I feel like fight is just going to be used for synonyms, but it doesn't. Is there a blank fight or fight blank that I can think of, or like what else would we be doing? Fight night. Huh. What did I want to put with riot as like a group? Was it fight? Because I don't think so. Maybe. Well, more like riot, laugh, and hoot, but fight. I might have to use my my last mistake. I mean, to put these together with something. So I had tried this. I'm pretty sure. No. Oh shoot! I should have circled what I tried. Um, I think I tried these four together as well. It's at least the verb or the noun. But I think I need to check for the noun here, and I don't know what fourth to try with it. But hoot, riot, laugh. I want to see if that's one away with something. If I can't get it, it was a hoot. It was a riot. It was a laugh. It was cackle doesn't work. It was a cluck. It was a scream. It was a squawk. We know that hoot, scream, squawk, cluck was not one away. Okay. I'm going to try scream with it. Oh, that was right. Oh, that was very lucky. That's where that +4 to yellow really kicked in. A knee slapper. I don't think I've heard a scream in that way, but maybe it's possible I'm just not thinking of it. That's a tough yellow. All right, I'm glad I was wearing yellow today then. Okay, so can we pick this apart? We have blue and purple left, which means they're both more lateral thinking. We don't think less synonyms and more like trivia categorization, things that fill in the blank. Use the letters instead of the meaning. Snap, crackle, pop. It doesn't say crackle, but insert a letter to get serial slogan word. Squawk. There's squawk box. The squawk box is like the radio, right? I don't think there's other blank box, unfortunately. So we know that squawk, cluck, and hoot didn't go together. I think I did squawk, cluck, hoot, and scream, and it wasn't one away. So squawk and cluck could still go together if there were two more. I don't know. Are there just two more noises? Cackle is kind of a noise. It's like a laugh. I don't think any of these other ones are noises. Flight, buck, fight, fawn. You could fawn over someone, but these feel like almost like a noises you'd make when you laugh, which would be really really difficult to put. You know, if you have one category for knee slapper here, another category for sounds of laughter, like that makes this puzzle extremely difficult. But also, I mean, we got to think about it being blue or purple, which are, I mean, they can be, but okay. I got to think about freeze. I think about fight, maybe. Maybe fight and buck could be related to each other. Like just, you don't want someone near you. You fight them off. You buck them. You cluck them. I don't know. Fawn, freeze. There's like fight or flight. Fight, flight, freeze. Ooh, maybe it's this. Was there another one that would have gone with that? Riot? I don't know. I've only heard fight, flight, or freeze as just reactions to danger. What would they put as a fourth one? Maybe squawk? Like you just yell? Like reactions to danger? I have one mistake, so I'm going to try this. That's one away. Ooh. Oh no. Well, they're all verbs, so I can't use part of speech. I think I have to remove squawk and I just have to figure out what the fourth is. I mean, I guess I could try to build something around squawk. I mean, squawk and cluck I've been wanting to put together. Cackle's another noise. So do I think it's buck or fawn? Like, I don't think you fawn over something when you're in danger. But maybe fawn, could fawn mean something else? Like a metaphor for how fawns react to danger? Buck is something that like when a if you're riding a horse, I don't know if is buck ever used for horses, but the concept being if you're riding a horse and they get scared, they might buck you off. This is the best I've got because I really don't think fawn is a reaction to danger. No. Okay, well, I lost today. That's unfortunate. Sounds a chicken makes and stress responses. Okay. So I was right about the stress responses. I just didn't know fawn was a stress response. So there must be a definition of fawn I don't know, which is what I was talking about. Chickens buck. Oh, like buck buck buck. Okay. I didn't really think about that. I did know it was like bird noises, but I didn't know that. I didn't think about buck buck buck, and I didn't know that chickens cackle. Okay. I knew cluck and squawk. Darn, I was so close. I was so close. Oh well. We can just take a quick look at the difficulty before we go. All right, they give it a 3 out of 5. Let's see what our solve rate is today. I hope this makes me feel better. Yeah, 43%. So I'm in good company here. All right. My order's 1 in a million. That doesn't surprise me. So I just want to see what the losing games are. A lot of people just got only green. I was close to having only green. 27% only green, 15% nothing, 4% green yellow. Oh, actually 6% green yellow. And then interestingly, 5% green purple. I'm going to look up fawn as well before we go. Well, my prediction of connections not taking a long time was completely off. All right. So here are the definitions I'm seeing. So there's a noun, a young deer in its first year, a light yellowish brown color. Of a deer, produce young. So fawn as a verb can mean to create a fawn. As a verb of a person, give a servile display of exaggerated flattery or affection, typically in order to gain favor or advantage. Fawning over the boss. That's kind of what I was describing fawn to mean as a verb. Or of an animal, especially a dog, show slavish devotion, especially by crawling and rubbing against someone. The dog started fawning on me. Right, that's a similar definition. And then in fawn is a pregnant deer. So is flattery a stress response? Is that what they're talking about? Let me just search fawn stress response. Trauma-based survival mechanism. This is the AI summary, but I think it should be relatively accurate in this case. A trauma-based survival mechanism involving compliance, people-pleasing, and boundary abandonment to avoid conflict or abuse. Appeasing a threat to gain safety. Ah, okay. So it is kind of. I just haven't heard of that term used in that way. Okay. My mistakes. A lot of these two mistakes are extremely common. A lot of people putting hoot in just bird sounds. Yeah. I might have fallen for this one if I hadn't found hoot. No, I don't actually know. Never mind. Notice all the mistakes don't involve green. There isn't a single mistake involving green because a lot of people are getting green. But all right. Anyway, really tough one today. They really mixed it up. So yeah, I don't feel too bad losing on this one. It was a rough one. All right. Well, how'd you do on Wordle and Connections? Tomorrow, hopefully, back to our normal set of games. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.